Time to clean your house. Let's go. Let's get to work. Come on. Come on. Hi, my name is Daryl Phillips, and this is Bipolar Perspective, presented to you by Noir Apologia Gaming. We've been talking about the suit that you need for this journey that you're about to take, and the journey begins today. Alright? And we talked about desire, want to. We talked about the idea of having someone around to both vent to and to get advice from. We talked about having no distractions, either taking or leaving that advice, but thinking on that concept. And then, of course, the last is that you're not alone. Now, I mulled over how I'm going to do this video. I'll be frank with you. This is difficult. This is one of the most difficult parts of your journey. In fact, it's probably the most difficult because you're going to have to go through some painful memories and so forth and so on. So the first step in your journey is to clean your house. Now let's discuss what that means actually. Because here's the deal. We're not talking about actually cleaning the house. I don't know if anybody figured that out yet. There's no vacuum cleaners. Okay? I'm just saying that this is serious. Really serious. And without it, you cannot move forward. You cannot possibly get better in your life without having dealt with your stuff. Now, some people have more or less. I had a lot. And I'm going to tell you this right now. There is... Oh, by the way, if you hear noises over here, it's my phone. I have to have it on for the timer. I guess I don't have to have it for the... I apologize. I guess I can turn this on airplane mode so go off. But I want to make sure that these videos are thorough, but short enough so you're not... One, I don't want suicide attempts today. And number two, I also don't want you to get bored. Clean your house, right? So, Daryl, what the hell are you talking about? I mean, you gotta go in your past, and you gotta, yes. You have to do those things. Now, how you do those things, this is where it gets painful. So, I don't know where you are in life. I don't know. That's what the comment section is for. Tell me about yourself. Talk to me. I cannot possibly know what you're thinking or how you're feeling if you don't talk to me, right? In other words, if you don't have anybody else to talk to like that, I definitely am a guy who you can talk to like that, and I will listen to every word you say. And I will try to give the best advice I can. But as for me, my journey began 15 years ago. Yeah, I've said this before, but I told you that there were some stories I was going to hold back because I use it for teaching. Here you go. I had lost my son because I made probably the singularly biggest mistake in my life. One of two I made in within a year. I'll get to the second one. And I am not proud of this. I assure you I'm not. But I'm going to say it like this, and then I'm going to get you to understand how I began to understand what happened and how not to ever be like that again and how to not to ever be broken again. Well, I lost my son because I walked into a liquor store and bought a pint of vodka. And I guess I must have fell asleep on the bus, and that was all she wrote. Someone reported it, and anyway, the police came and took him and gave him back to his mom and whatever. It shattered me. I just lost my sister Jacqueline to a car accident. She was 8 months pregnant, about 2 months earlier. See, these are the things I realized as I was going through that whole time period, because that was where this all started. Why? How did that happen? How was I so stupid? I don't know not to walk into a liquor store with my son. No, man. This started, hell, probably even a year and a half earlier. While the mother of my child was still pregnant with my son. Because of my past, because I was adopted, and I was taken away by the state of Texas. Okay, me and my sister Jacqueline, the one that passed away, had passed away 2 months earlier. We were both adopted by the same family, and wonderful. My mom and dad are wonderful, and I only call 2 people mom and dad. Okay, that's it. I don't call my biological parents mom and dad because they're not. They never took care of me. They abused me and Jacqueline. We had cigarette burns on our back, both of us. And I mean, I guess I found out that my biological father was in jail for murder, and she ended up in some mental institution. But I was so afraid of being that. I mean, paranoid afraid. Like, over the top afraid. And I don't really talk too much to Gabriel's mom anymore, but basically, if you were to ask her this question, she would tell you the same thing. I was over the top paranoid. I just was so afraid of it. And you know what? It was a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's exactly what happened. Now, I didn't abuse my son. However, do you see how that led to that? Now, see, that's not where that discovery came from. It just came from just the concept of me losing my son. And of course, I debated whether I was even going to tell you this, because some of you may never talk to me again, to be honest with you. Part of my PTSD is I black out. And by the way, I also found I had PTSD during the same period of time, right after I lost Gabriel, and I had never even knew I had that. And it explains a lot of stuff in my life. The nightmares, the waking up, not knowing where I'm at, that kind of thing. And no, not drinking blackouts either. Actual blackouts. And, well, anyway, about a year later, I guess, don't remember doing it, made a phone call to the mother of my child, threatened her whole family, and I paid the price for that. And I had to go to jail for that for a few months. Terroristic threats or whatever. Remember I told you your words can get you in trouble. See, I was venting to the wrong people in the wrong way. I just needed to get out my chest. It did not matter the results. That's not venting. That's not venting. That's destruction. That's destruction of other people. That's the destruction of yourself. And it makes you look really, really bad. Okay? Now, I'm not proud of that. I promise you I'm not proud of that. But I told you I would never lie to you. Now, we don't judge here. Okay? I will never look at your past and judge it. And I hope to God you don't do that the same for me, because I'm definitely not that guy anymore. However, that happened. And like I said, I was shattered, and I didn't know how to deal with anything. Look at my eyes right now. I want to help you because I know the pain. I know. Do you want to go to jail? I know maybe somebody hurts you, right? Maybe somebody hurts you really badly. And you want them to feel your pain. That's really what was going on with me at the time. I was hurting so badly that I wanted everyone to hurt badly. Oh, I hated Christmas time. Oh, I hated it. I hated all the little stupid smiles people would. Merry Christmas. I love it now. It's my favorite holiday. I wish it was Christmas today. Then I would get gifts. I'm just playing. Um, uh, but and by the way, I didn't used to hate Christmas. Just so you know, my mom, she passed away in 2002. I learned a different lesson from that one, but uh, I'll get to that one actually in a second because that has to do with Jacqueline's death also. But look, it's like this. When I was a kid, I was so carefree. I was a little oblivious to things. But I used to love Christmas. I used to love holidays. And my mom and dad, they used to make it so awesome. Lights all over the top place and everything else. Buy us whatever we wanted to. And if you have kids watching, you shouldn't. But, what I meant to say was Santa brought so many gifts. Whoops. Sorry. Okay, I hope your kids didn't hear that. But anyway, so check this out. I lost that. I honestly, I swear to God, I never thought I'd get that back. That thing inside me that made me happy. Because everything after 1997, after I went to the hospital, after I was diagnosed with bipolar, it was over. I had an unfortunate, devastating reality check, when I had to spend my 18th birthday in a mental hospital. I mean, that's kind of pain that just makes you want to give up on things. I even had a suicide attempt in the hospital to try to hang myself. And again, I'm not telling you these stories to make you go, oh, poor little Derek. No. Or make you hate me. I'm trying to tell you, this is what led up to all this stuff. All this stacked up, just giant sandwich of stuff, crap, I guess. And the thing is, when this started, and I was drinking heavily, I couldn't deal with it, could not. I couldn't deal with the pain of it, and so I'd numb it, which in turn would make it actually worse, really. But it also brought me into a world that wasn't really reality. That's why I did it, because it was like my mind is so weird, creative, I guess, imaginative, maybe, I don't know. I could create whole worlds in my head and be there and not even be in reality while I was drunk. And I wanted to be there. I didn't want to be in reality. Do you see what I'm saying? And maybe that's where you're at too. Now we got about a minute 45 left. It's already been 15 minutes. Good Lord, man. I knew this was going to be some long videos. But this is important. Okay? So this is going to be part 1 of this video, I guess. But let me finish up on this. Because I'm not done. This is only the beginning. I'm just telling you where you might be at and how bad it was for me to bring myself out of that, so that if you're not as bad as me, you should be able to do this. You really should. I believe in you. I mean, for whatever that's worth, some of you don't know me at all. Some of you are just kind of feeling out the situation, and some of you have known me since high school. You know what I used to be like. You tell them. Tell them that it's possible. It's possible for a person to be so bad and to change their life like I have. Because you're looking at it. Alright? I'm the proof. You know what I mean? For whatever that's worth. But stay tuned. Part 2 is coming. Hopefully there's not going to be part 3 and 4. Good Lord. But part 2 is coming. May the Lord of Light bless you in all things. Good night. I have bipolar disorder and PTSD, and I was in that position. I was a broken man 15 years ago, and I fixed my life. And everybody talks about changing this world, and so forth and so on, and everybody talks and talks and talks, and they never do anything about it. Well, here I am. I'm going to do something about it. I'm tired of the misconceptions about mental disorder. I'm tired of the directions that some people try to give to people with real problems in life. Really examine your life. Want to without knowledge is ignorance. If you don't know what it's going to take, if you don't know why you're doing things, why you want to change your life, there is no there's no point to it. I want to create desire in you to change your life, especially if you have been abused, if you have been told all your life you're a loser. You should examine why that is. I was a loser. You understand? Like 15 years ago, I really was. You do need advice. You can't have just one set of eyes on your life. You have to have perspective, and you might not want to hear it. Do you think I wanted to hear that I was a loser? I didn't even want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it. That's why I drank so much. Good Lord, I was an alcoholic because of it. I didn't want to deal with life. So check this out. Like, I didn't believe in myself. I hid myself for so long. I don't want other people feeling like that. I know what it feels like to be you. I really do. But you don't have to be.